Hello, welcome to another Pauper video. This week I'm going to be replaying a deck that I've already played not that long ago. So, Orzhov Ephemerate. The deck that I didn't do too well with last time. I think I went 2-3. But I wanted to see how good it was, and it showed promise, but I mentioned a couple of things at the end of the video that I thought had issues, such as died to suffocating fumes pretty badly because of all these 1 toughness creatures. And what was the other main issue? Oh, the clunky draws. I kept mulliganing, so it just did seem like it didn't have enough lands. So let's have a quick look at the old deck. So the old deck ran 20 lands, ran Diabolic Edict, which I wasn't too much of a fan of. It's like mainly there for terror, but it's just so bad against everything else. Ran Custody Squire, which just never felt that great. And I don't know, Vampire Sovereign felt like the best card in the deck by a mile. So I thought, well, how about we just swap this for this and then try and change the rest of the deck so it's just not as clunky. So this is what I ended up with. So we're up to 22 lands. I've gone to 3 Obscura Storefront. Just gain a little life, and also helps with the opening hands. So you have more lands at the start, but you try not to draw them later on because you're filtering them out. Up to 3 Basilica. I think I might have run 3 in the last one. I can't remember. I changed my old list, so I don't actually have the old one. This was one I imported, which I'm not entirely sure if it's 100% correct as the old video. Only 2 Bog. 3, just running, had too many tap lands, and this is mainly only good against Terror. It's good against like Affinity, trying to get rid of making Blood Fountain not that great, and Cycle Storm, but I found 2 to be good enough. And then so the things that stay the same: 4 Ephemerate, 4 Pegasus Guardian. So they're the main draw of the deck. You've got 7 Flicker effects, and then just a pile of cool things to flicker, which same things of Thribid Inspector, Spirited Companion, Inspiring Overseer. I think I've only ran 3 Spirited Companion the last one. I'm up to 4 just because you want something to do early. So being able to hit any of these is great. 4 Goliath Paladin. It's your main win condition. You just dump it and try and flicker it as quickly as possible, and then usually you can get through the dungeon within a couple of turns, and once you get like a big flyer that's hexproof, it's hard to lose from there. Removal Suite, 4 cast down, that hasn't changed. So what has changed is, Vampire Sovereign's up to 3. I feel like this is easily the best card in the deck. You just try and resolve it. Against most decks, we just trying to like stem the bleeding, like Burn, and maybe it's just Burn that it feels like it's the best card in the deck. But you just try and sit there and not die, and then all you do is play this card and then just swing with it a couple of times and then flicker it when they try to kill it, and then it pretty much just kills them by itself. It's been secretly amazing. I don't know. I feel like I should try to play more decks with this card, but I feel like you really need Ephemerate to make it work well. Just like double Lightning Helix off an Ephemerate is pretty sweet. I'm up to 3 Dawnbringer Cleric, mainly for red. It's just, and munitions. Makeshift munitions makes your day hell. It just kills like all your creatures, and then they can just steal the initiative and take it from there. So you really want the creatures to gum up on the board, so that's why I'm up to 3. It's also decent against red. It just helps stabilize. Like 3 toughness, they have to remove it. So it's like gains you like a pseudo 5 life. It's not that bad. It's usually one of the things I side out when there's definitely no munitions coming in. So new card. So Deadly Dispute. So this was suggested by Devin Goad. So Devin Goad suggested Deadly Dispute instead of Core Skyfisher, mainly because Core Skyfisher's pretty clunky. So you can usually only ever cast it on like turn 3 and 4 once you've got one of these things down. And sometimes even then it's even clunkier because you try to play it, they kill it, then you got to bounce a land, and then you're just so far behind on tempo. So Deadly Dispute's been pretty good because it's the same thing, but it's instant speed. The same. It's not a 2/3 flyer, but it draws you cards, which is what Core Sky Fisher was meant to do. So it's like you try and flicker a Spirited Companion at the end of their turn with an Ephemerate. It's like they try to kill in response. So then you can just Deadly Dispute it, which then trades 2 for 1. So you've traded your Ephemerate for their removal spell, and then you've drawn 2 cards. It's pretty good. I've been pleasantly surprised. Like, and mainly, my main thing in the challenges, or in some of the games, is Sacred Cat. Just being able to, well, Sacred Cat and Dimir Terror, when they've got lifelink, just being able to have more ways of chump blocking and then making sure they don't gain the life is fantastic. So, been really impressed. The treasure's actually pretty good too, because half the time it gives you like extra mana that they don't see, or like lets you hit Goliath Paladin on turn 4, or lets you hit Goliath Paladin on turn 5, but with an Ephemerate backup. So, it's cuttable. Like, you can cut 1 or 2, but it helps you dig through the deck to find the cards you want. So I've been moderately impressed, and you'll see how it functions throughout the game. And Unmake is the other card that I've decided to add, which there was 2 in the sideboard before. So it's mainly there for Kenku Artificer, because trying to get through an indestructible land with this deck is impossible. So, like, this could be Journey to Nowhere, but I've been finding Dawnbringer Clerics everywhere, so Journey to Nowhere hasn't been as good. So I like Unmake. It also works well with, like, all the flickers and instant speed stuff. They just don't know what you could have at the time. And also because you need, I feel like, I've been liking 6 removal spells in the current meta, just to be able to hit, like, Swift Spears and whatnot. But yeah, also kills Guardian of the Guild Pact, which isn't as infrequent as you think it would be these days. So, been moderately impressed. This is also possibly cuttable, but I've been having a good time with it. And that's it. Everything else is pretty much the same. I've changed the sideboard. So, I did have Lone Missionary. I've changed it to Irration Cleric, just because they've started running Lava Dart, and I don't like having my Lone Missionary die to Lava Dart. So, the Cleric, and it also survives Kuldotha tokens. So just being able to have a better blocker, even though it gains you 1 less life. I've been finding that a bit better. Crimson Acolyte, I've been liking a hell of a lot against the mono red deck. It pretty much just blanks every prowess creature they've got. So it's like a permanent, it's like a Journey to Nowhere on a Monastery Swift Spear, but can also help give protection to your other creatures when you're trying to flicker them. So, been real impressed. Mainly ran this in the Gates deck, but thought it was good enough to bring it to this one. So we'll see how it goes. 4 Dust to Dust. Affinities everywhere. You got to run 4 Dust to Dust. Chainer's Edict. Hexproof. Terror. I think 2's enough. Could be wrong. I think we got enough removal that it should be fine. Suffocating Fumes. Same deal. Mainly for Kuldotha tokens. I used to run them in the main. It's only good against Kuldotha, really. So I've put it to the board because you only ever ran 1 anyway. So drawing that game 1 was probably not likely. So I've just shifted them all away because it's just terrible in some matchups. And if they hit 3 Kuldothas in a row, then so be it. There's nothing I could really do. And double Nihil Spellbomb. I didn't know what else to put in the other slots. I could have put more Red Hate, but I thought I had enough. So I just put 2 Spellbombs because I've been finding a lot of Cycle Storm in the leagues for some reason. So it also is good against Terror. So I thought that was good enough. So that's the deck. We'll see how it goes. I probably should mention that I came second in the challenge with this list. Well, this sideboard's slightly different, but yeah, deck's been really sweet, so we'll see if this goes better than the 2-3 that happened last time. Alright, round 1 versus Sammy Boy Rocks. Yes, I would like to go first. This is very slow. We've got a Pierce removal. We should be able to hopefully draw into something. We don't know what we're up against, so... we don't want any more lands, so I'm going to play this so I can get a mana source. Could have got a black there, so then I can cast down next turn if I need to. But I didn't have to, so that's fine. It all worked out. Let's play lands and pass. And this is the problem with putting the suffocating fumes in the board. Just play the tap land. They have Lava Dart, which you can exile with Bajuka Bog, which you could hold up for, but there's no real point. If they'll let me trade, I'll trade. I doubt they will. Oh, okay, they will. I'll trade with one of the Goblin tokens. Let's play another tap land. And then I can cast down the Swift Spear. Am I game enough to play a Goliath Paladin? It depends if I draw an Ephemerate. I'll kill a Swift Spear. Take 4. Take more than 4. I think I want to play the Vampire Sovereign. And then I can Goliath Paladin plus Throb and Inspect the next turn. If they got double removal spell, or if they draw another artifact and then Galvanic Blast, that's fair. Well, there's the artifact. Yep. Fair, in quotations. Alright. That's a lot of damage. They're on 4. They'll just die to a Gal Blast. They'll just die to anything, actually. Which is rough, but that's what happens when you keep a very slow hand against red. And they draw a double Swift Spear and a Kuldotha Rebirth. I mean, it's just a lot of bad luck all around. There we go. Bang. Alright. So usually I bring in... So these are new. So I'm going to bring them in. I usually take... Well, we'll do what I usually do and put things over here. So these are what we... So these, and these. So this is what we bring in. I usually take out Unmake, because cast down's usually enough to kill the prowess creatures, and these will help stall them out anyway, so they're pretty useless. I'll cut a Goliath Paladin. I usually cut all of them, but I've found that I just sit there and do nothing otherwise, so I'm gonna keep some in here so I have something to do. I'll cut a Deadly Dispute. Yeah, I think go down to 2 Goliath Paladin. Just they have a big butt, so they're good to block. Vampire Sovereign gains you life, so this is why I want to keep all these in. If you flicker it twice, then you almost win. So I need to cut a couple more cards. So I will cut... I mean, Irration's just a better Dawnbringer. They have no artifacts. And... I guess we'll get rid of 1 flicker. So we'll cut all these, we'll add these, and we'll see if this gives us a better chance. It should do if we draw some good cards. This is okay. It's bad against a aggressive Swift Spear draw, but otherwise it's good against the Kuldotha draw or the slower prowess draws. It's a good sign. No Swift Spear. So now we have an untapped land, so in that case we can play the Dawnbringer, which then Let's just play the Overseer next turn. Cool. I just technically gained us 5 life. Double Galv Blast. Nice. Am I willing to sacrifice this to a Galv Blast? I think so. And now we've got not a lot of things left. Then just Galv Blast it and Galv Blast me. Yep. That's fine. Alright, so now we have a blocker. That should be there forever. And then I'm going to play the Storefront. Or I'm going to play the Basilica. No, I'm not. I'm gonna keep open a white so I can protect the Vampire Sovereign if I need to. So I'm going to do this. So then next turn, I can play the Basilica and then have a white open as well. On the turn after. That's fine. I've got the Fumes for that. So that gives me something to do that turn. Swift Spear, it's fine. It gets blocked by the Acolyte. This is why I like the Acolyte. Like, it's just forever gets rid of prowess creatures. If not more so, because, yeah. Like, if it does more than just, like, removes one prowess creature, because it can give all your other creatures protection. So they whack me for 5. That's fine, or more so, okay. So we block the Swift Spear. We Fumes away the board. It's fine. Still Fumes. So we take 5. And now we have the combo. I could attack with the Crimson Acolyte, but it only does 1 damage, so there's no real point. May as well keep it back to block. And I can start attacking with the Vampire Sovereigns anyway. Yeah. Easy. This is why I like Crimson Acolyte. They just cannot remove it, and it just forever deals with. So all you need is like a couple of little bits of life gain to stop the burn. But, yeah. Oh. I've only picked it up because in the Gates decks I've been playing, because you want to protect the Sacred Cat, because as soon as you can protect the Sacred Cat and then buff it with a Basilisk Gate, you win like 80% of the time. But even without the Sacred Cat, the Crimson Acolyte was just doing so much work. So it seems like the best sideboard card. Alright, well, the deck worked fine, so we'll submit and see if we can get there again. Ah, the mono black draw. Is this keepable? I don't think so. It looks fine. Like if they've got the early Swiftspear draw, but if they've got the Kuldotha draw, and if I just don't draw any white sources, it looks bad. This is the same just with more lands. We'll keep this. We'll put back an untapped land. Yeah, we only need 1 untapped land. And I'd rather use the storefronts to try to get rid of land from the deck so we don't have to draw it. So we'll do that now. And we'll play a Scoured Baron. So then I have it. So then I can play either of these two next turn without requiring to get a swamp, because I'm not a big fan of the swamp in general. They had to hit the mountain. I bet you they didn't have one in hand. Okay, do I play the Spirited Companion? Yeah, well. Some could argue that you want to try to like keep it up with either Ephemerate or Deadly Dispute up. But this is fine. Ooh. I like it when they crack their implement. That means they don't really have a lot else. Am I willing to trade? I think I'm going to let it pass. So I'd rather crack it to a deadly dispute. So, I think I want to cast down this. I don't want to try to like ephemerate, block ephemerate, and then if that dies, deadly dispute it. Yeah, that might be better. And then I can cast it down later. It just gives them more opportunities to burn spells at my creatures rather than at my face. And I probably want to kill that instead. Lava Dart. Well, now I can just... There's no point ephemerating. So we can just Deadly Dispute it. And then I'll have the mana left over to cast down the Swiftspear. And we get a Crimson Acolyte. Yeah, we take 5? 4, okay. Then 14. This could play a Storefront to get rid of some lands, but I'm just going to try to get rid of that Lava Dart now. And the question is, am I willing to take some damage to kill the Epicure? I don't think so. Interesting. I would have cracked the Synthesizer instead. That's fine. Phew, okay. This isn't looking good. Yeah, I need a life gain spell soon. Down to 6. Not land? Excellent. Alright, I think I gotta crack this now. Just so I can get a... Even though I feel I want another white source to be able to like protect this and ephemerate. I think I need the 1 life more. Jeez. Alright, just have to hope no Gal Blast, I guess. They've got like 3 chances to hit it. Alright, that's 1 chance. That's annoying. Yeah, there's no point attacking. Crack the clue. Bog. I can't ephemerate, can I? No. There we go. That's what we needed. Off the top like a champion. Still a bit perilous, but this is fine. Rebirth is not good. That lets them go wide. And they hit another Frenzy Synthesizer. Impulse. I think... No, I can't Ephemerate. I'm like, I think I want to Ephemerate this now just so I have mana and gain a pole life, but... I think this is fine. They still can't kill me. I mean, they've got 2 damage there. Like, if they've got the blast, then... that's annoying. Okay, so we block here, and we block here. And then if they try to lava dart it away, I can try and Ephemerate. Chain lightning. Yeah, okay. That's very annoying. Give her protection from red, then they just ping it. That's the safest option, because... so now they have to lava dart it. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 2. I really need to try to find a way to gain some life again. I guess I flicker this. I'll crack the storefront before I draw my card. And then we'll pass. And hope they don't have a pile of burn. We held on for a while. That's fine. The fumes would be great right about now. Attack with everything. Yep. Okay. If I take an extra 1. But I stop a future one. But if I get the fumes, then that makes it irrelevant. So I guess I just try to save as much life as possible. Go to 4. Alright, we'll flicker the Thraben Inspector twice so I can, if I don't draw anything else, I at least can crack some clues. Alright, we'll crack a clue. Because I don't think casting this saves me. I need to find something that gains me life. 6. So now if I cast it, I get another creature. But they've got like 2 cards. I need to find something. That's not something. So that'll kill that. I can block that and that. So 1, 2, 3. So still got to hope they've got nothing. Just got to pass. And hope that they draw like 5 lands. No, I'm literally just dead. Block here, block here. I'm on one. Kill that one. And then we die. Oh yeah, dead on board. Okay. GG. Yeah, it was. Nothing. The only problem there was the turn I cast a Sovereign. Like, I don't know if there was any way I could have blocked, and then all I needed to do was try to flicker that once or twice, and then I was fine. But I, yeah, got played into. The fact that they hit like 3 synthesizers was pretty nuts. So this is how Burn. This is what Burn does. What am I supposed to do? All right, round 2 versus Moro 770. We would like to go first, and this is fine. We've got a turn 2 play, a turn 3 play. We'll get some black sources eventually to cast a Sovereign, so should be sweet. Mulligan to 6. Cool. It's weird for a deck that has a pile of tap lands and we don't have any of this hand. Elves. The perils of not putting suffocating fumes in main again. Might not be elves, but usually that's what Elvish Mystic. Yep. Okay. I don't think this is good. I'm just going to play another Spirited Companion. They've got a reach guy now, so... Like, I've got a decent amount of spot removal, so I should be able to pluck off the big guys when I need to. Just got to hope that they don't draw a pile of cards and go off. Timberwatch Elves the biggest issue. All I got to do is try to get rid of that. Well, there's only one card left. It must be card draw spell. I'm willing to take 5 to kill off a Jasparo Sentinel. Alright. Now, what? Do I keep up Ephemerate? I think I do. So does that mean I play another Spirited Companion or the Inspiring Overseer? I'll just play Companion and Thraben Inspector. And just hope they don't have a distant melody in hand. Cool. Alright, we can just fog it and draw a card. Yeah, this beat's okay. It must just have a land, which is a good sign for me. Gotta try to find another land. That isn't a land. I want to keep Ephemerate for these two, so I think I'm just going to play Thraben Inspector. And I can't attack in because I can just return something to untap the Vanguard, so I'll just pass. Could have deadly disputed, like held up deadly dispute that turn when with the block. So then I would have had enough mana to cast the Goliath Paladin and Ephemerate back up. Jukabog. Woo. Right, so now I just Cleric, play Bajuka Bog, and then I can Deadly Dispute a Spirited Companion or a Thraben Inspector. Cleric does nothing, just gains me a couple of life, tries to get me back to 20. So the goal is just to slam a Goliath Paladin and try to ride that to victory next turn. Do I lose? Yeah, I'll trade a Overseer with the just Barrow Sentinel if they want. That just means their Distant Melody's worse if they draw it. So I can Deadly Dispute a creature, I could Deadly Dispute a clue token, I can crack a clue token, flicker something, lead the Stampede, Timber Watch Elf. Okay, now we need to try to find a removal spell. So I think I'll sack the Dawnbringer Cleric because it's useless. Nope. I've got 6 removal spells. I'm probably not going to find one. So that can kill me if I don't block it. I think. 10, because they can untap it. It'll be close to it anyway. I still think I want to just Goliath Paladin. And we'll see how badly this Timber Watch Elf wrecks me. I think I want to go down the Lost Well path. I've got to try to get rid of this Timber Watch Elf. So I've got to try to find a removal spell. Now I've got Ephemerate or Pegasus Guardian up. Yep. Still probably have a land in hand. They should attack with everything, I would think. Yep. I'll block everything. Or will I? If I let one thing go through, Then I'll get hit for 13. I'm gonna do that, that, and that. No, they'll just pump them too and then kill all my guys. So I'm gonna block with everything. But at least then something dies. They'll pump the Korean Ranger and the Priest of Titania. Yep. And then I can Ephemerate, which will step me down. And I'll still have this, so I'll step down 3. Then I can flicker to get a throne. So we'll Ephemerate this. So I can scry 2. Deadly Dispute, Vampire Sovereign. I don't want the Vampire Sovereign. Deadly Dispute digs me deeper, so I think that's fine. Whoosh. And then we get both of these. So we will go down the middle. Make it so mine has to attack this turn. They're going to be attacking with everything anyway. Or, oh, maybe I could have got the Timberwatch Elf. That would have been interesting. So then they couldn't do it during combat. They'd at least have to pump one first. Didn't think of that. Doesn't matter. It's a moot point anyway. Then we draw a card. So we'll draw the Deadly Dispute. And there's the cast down. So we'll just use it straight away. Don't bring a cleric. And then 3 mana. I will play. That can give me an extra mana right now if I need it. So I'll just play the tap land and pass. And if they want to try to steal the initiative, then good on them. I've got a Pegasus Guardian to get it back anyway. Huntmaster is fine. Get some counters on your guys. Hey, you guys. Attack with the Vanguard. I will. I'll just trade off the Dawnbringer Cleric again. It is pretty useless. This is what I like Deadly Dispute. Ooh, now we've got a cast down so I can kill that. So 6. Yeah, they don't have enough to... Oh, they've got enough to trade it off, I guess. Oh, we'll see what we get. Hoping for a Vampire Sovereign. Flyer or just a big Goliath Paladin. Let's just start going through the whole maze again. I'm going to attack with my other Goliath Paladin. I'll kill the big one. So then if they want to trade off the Hunt Master, I'll take it. This poor elf deck hasn't drawn any cards. Took it. Sweet. I could have forged. Let's just play the Vampire Sovereign. I'll keep up Pegasus Guardian. I'll make some tiny elves to chump block. Oh, there we go. It's a shame half your creatures have died. At least they've drawn 4 cards now. And they should be able to dump them all. That'll give them a pile of chump blockers, especially with 2 of them. Makes the Vanguard huge too. Alright, if I'm blocking, I'm going to block with the Vampire Sovereign and then flicker it. Because then I might be able to kill them. So that'll be 3, so they go to 11. I hit them for 3. I think they go to 8. Oh, plus 2. Because of the Forge. It means they go to 6. So even if I play the Goliath Paladin to trap, they'll be on 1. I'm just hoping there's no Timberwatch Elf. Timberwatch Elf's what scares me. Nothing else? Okay. I'm going to forge onto the Vampire Sovereign. I think that might be lethal. Attack for 5, go to 9, play a Goliath Paladin, hits them for 5, and they go to 4, and I can double flicker this. And they die pretty much from 1 Vampire Sovereign. Trap. 5 to you. Land. Flicker. This. And then we do it again. Got him. Alright. Fumes. I'll take Edict. Just any sort of removal is good against elves. Don't bring a clerics of garbage. Unless they bring in their silk skin armor. Which if they do, then good on them. They got me. And then... like all the 5 drops there with Lexi Win. Maybe I just cut a Deadly Dispute. They help dig. I just like them because they help get to what you need. Vampire Sovereign does win me the game pretty quickly, so that's why I don't want to take any of them out, even though I'm thinking maybe I'd just take out a Goliath Paladin. Yeah, let's do that. And I might put in the enchantment just so they can block my flyers. I'm gonna mill this. It just does nothing. One lander. Can't keep this either. Too many 5-drops for a 1-lander. 2 removal spells, 2 lands, things to do. We can keep this. I don't think I want to keep the Edict. And I probably won't keep Ephemerate either. I think I prefer Deadly Dispute. Even though they dig just as deep. Alright. In case they've got a good creature in the next couple of turns, I want to be able to play the cast down on turn 2. I guess I'll just keep it for Timberwatch Elf. Because that's the main concern. If I kill the priest, that doesn't really matter. They got bucket loads of mana already. So I think I'm just going to play the Spirited Companion. And then next turn I can play Thraben Inspector and keep up the Clue or either of the 2 black spells. Huntmaster's fine. Maybe I kill that? Priest does nothing. Do I kill the Huntmaster? I'm gonna look silly if they play at Timberwatch Elf like a turn later. But it's their current best card, so I think so. If I get a Suffocating Fumes, it's even gonna be better. I just gotta hope they keep drawing dorky 1/1 elves. Makes my play a little bit better. I am going to play this and pass the turn. And then I'm gonna block with the Spirit and Companion and sack it to the Deadly Dispute. And if I draw nothing good, then I'll use the treasure to crack the clue as well. Timberwatch. Alright, now we need to dig deep because that thing's gonna really hurt. If we get a Suffocating Fumes, it doesn't really hurt that much, so that's also a thing to dig for. No, ooh. There's an attack. I am pretty much dead next turn if I don't draw anything, so I think I have to. I'm gonna... But draw an Ephemerate, I'm gonna prefer to do it on this because it draws me the card straight away. There we go. Do I use the treasure now? I will. Okay. Let's draw a card. And then we'll play a Basilica. I'll return an untapped land. I don't think the 1 life's going to matter too much. And then I'm going to block the 3/3 and Ephemerate to try to draw into something relevant. I'm going to keep the Chainer's Edict so when I draw the sweeper, I'll at least get rid of the big things afterwards. Leaded Stampede only gets 2 creatures, both of which are average. It's good for me. Sure, it gives them more tokens. So all I gotta really do is just dig for the suffocating fumes. And as soon as I hit that, I win. At this point, I'm not looking too great. I think I'm dead in 3 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take 5. Take 9. Yeah. Okay, I'm only going to take 2. Take 3. Yeah, okay. Alright. So let's block here. Flicker it. So I'm going to draw 2 cards. That's useless. This is where things like prismatic strands in the board are also good. But I just found that Elves hasn't been much of a player for it to even be warranted as an option. Three lands. This is a good time. Well, I don't really know what to do here. Do I use an edict? I don't think it's worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If they don't draw a creature, it does buy me 1 more turn. I just gotta find the fumes. Alright. That's a good card. There's 3 1-drops. It's a pile of things. Do I even block? Nah, I'm not gonna block. Just in case if I draw a flicker effect, I'll just take all this and then see what I draw. I'm pretty much on the verge of conceding. If I get the fumes though, we're in with a decent shot because all I'll be left with is a 3/3 and a 3 and a 2/2. Could also win on time. Just take it. Fumes? I don't think that saves me. Go to 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They got 16 creatures, so it does buy me 1 more turn. They're just going to attack with everything is the question. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, just them. That'll do. And the Elvish Mystic. Get in there, Elvish Mystic. Get out of here, Findhorn Elves. Down to 9. We got there. We got there. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we just play this and pass. And then if they attack with everything, I can block the Nettle Sentinel and the Lissalana Huntmaster. And then Fumes to get rid of the rest. Blade to the outs. There was no blue source. Oh, second Huntmaster's annoying. But I think this they should still attack with... Oh, they won't attack with everything. They'll just attack with all the 1/1s. So they can build their board back up pretty well. If they don't swing with the big creatures. Well, at least I get to kill the Nettle Sentinel, which means I can Fumes. Well, which means I can Edict afterwards to get rid of one of the Huntmasters. Alright, so we block here. And then we cast this. And then we pretty much win. Do I keep back the Vampire Sovereign? I'll attack in. Gonna try to get some damage in at some point. And I feel I've stabilized decently well. Now they've got a flying blocker. And they hit me for 3. And also had an Ephemerate there. Flick of this, drain him for 3. Block, kill their thing. Robin Inspector. It's a good card. Mainly because it just draws us into another card. Duke of Bog doesn't really do anything, but I'll use it anyway to get rid of their graveyard. No, I'll keep attacking. I can take one more hit from the Huntmaster. And the Thraben Inspector makes it so they don't want to attack him with anything else. Ooh, that's a good card. Means I'm probably dead next turn. Yep, I'm dead. I'll just make them use time. That was a lot of lands. I like how they only drew 3. Oh. We'll see if they can beat me in 4 minutes. Oh, there's a 3. There we go. Alright, and now to make some waste time. Daughter blockers. And then we'll see if they can beat me in 4 minutes. Did draw a lot of lands that game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, 13, but still, saw 15. Headed to 22. A little rough. That would have been good, which would have drawn us into a removal spell for the Timberwatch Elf. Alright, so that sub 4 minutes now. This is good. I've got 3 pieces of removal, some lands to cast it. I see nothing wrong with this. One mana dork. I'm just gonna play the dog next turn. Unless they play Timberwatch Elf. Timberwatch Elf is what's gonna get cast down if I ever see one. I'll play that just so it maximizes my mana. And I can trade with the Nettle Sentinel if I need to. Next turn I can Companion and Inspector. Four mana. Distant Melody? Sure. Draw 4. I'm pretty much just waiting for the time to go. Do I think I could have won if their time wasn't so low? I mean, probably I've got a pretty decent hand, but you never know what they've drawn into. I'm going to play a lot of 1-drops. It's a lot of Korean Rangers. I think I'm just going to fumes now. Get rid of all these 1/1s. Cuts them off a lot of mana too. And it got in before the armor came down. Take 3, that's fine. Might as well edict him. And let's just make it so it's too hard for them to actually win. I don't care about winning. I just want them to lose. Huntmaster. Goodbye, Huntmaster. Gonna... I want to try to hit another land. So I'm gonna Ephemerate the Overseer. Didn't hit it. Well, the goal's still to try to... Oh, I can see if I can try to kill them in the 1 minute they got left. Flick of this. Willing to trade the Overseer with either of them. There's a land. Attack in. No blocks. Got him. Go Overseer into Companion. I've got to find a Vampire Sovereign. That's how we're going to beat him in 30 seconds. It's like, is this a distant melody? That'd be great divination. Well, it's hard for me to get through that. There we go. Come on, 10 seconds left. I can kill him. I can kill him. I can kill him. Alright, just give me one more turn. I can get him. Aww. Ah, well. Yeah, Suffocating Fumes is... This is what, like, Elves, poor Elves. Suffocating Fumes and Clan Shaman are just everywhere, so... It just doesn't stand much of a chance. It's probably good... It's, I don't know what it's good against. Seems bad in the burn meta too. They just die to a lot of removal, so... Poor Elves. It is not its day. Okay, round 3, which started without me noticing. Against Esper Ubuwu. This is slow, but fine. Play 2 tap lands and then can removal or play creature. Probably removal, so I can keep mana up to thing. Let's just hope it's not red and they turn 1 Swiftspear. Ooh, okay, the double removal spell's good against Terra, so not really against Terra, but if they play Gurmag. Get a planes. The problem with Bajuka Bog is I'm going to want to play it next turn, but they're not going to have any... They're not going to be dumping things in the graveyard yet, I don't think. Yeah. Ooh. There they are, okay. Even though it's pretty garbage. Still, we can get rid of it so they don't go mag. Goodbye, Terra. Oop. I have to deal with a 1/4. What is this? Archaeologist? What are we dumping? Fumes, Fangs, Scour. I assume they'll take the Thought Scour. They take nothing. Okay. It means they really want to get that Terra down. I'll take 1. Or they're trying to beat me down with just Archaeologist beat down, which is pretty funny. That's pretty good. Hoping to draw a land in the next 2 draws. That's a land. Not the one I wanted, but probably the one I deserve. Returns Bujuga Bog. take 2. Oof. Well, it's a lot of... Surely a terror's coming down now. No, okay. Didn't even DA. I wouldn't mind using one of these cards in my hand. Just so then I don't have to discard. Might try and unmake a archaeologist. I doubt they'll counterspell it, but they could. Sure, I'll take it. And then I'll bring back the Bajuka Bog. And I assume they would deep analysis, because considering they didn't... It might have a Gomag Angler. Yeah, they do. I'll take 2. Well, they're holding up counterspell. So I think I'm just going to Bajuka Bog away the deep analysis. And then hold up, cast down, and Ephemerate. Or unmake an Ephemerate, either or. So I'm going to attack. I'm going to block the Gomag. Well, I'll try and shoot it first. Try to shoot it down, or use the unmake. They got the spell pierce, that's fine. I'll still block and flicker. And then if we got another spell pierce, well, that's really rough. Sweet. I'll take 2. Another archaeologist. Archaeologist beat down. MVP. Must be another Gomag in my future. So, do I return the Bajuka Bog? I don't think I think I'd prefer to have Ephemerate up. So I'm just going to play the Sovereign. Attack for 2 in the air. Drain him for 3. And then I've got a decent air force that they've got to try to deal with. It's just nice that they can't snuff this out. That's why it's a good Ephemerate target against this deck. Oh, there it goes. Could have tried to Ephemerate it, but I feel like Ephemerating the Vampire Sovereign's better option. Because it will just kill them. They hit him for 3, they go to 8. And then like another swing plus double Ephemerate gets him. Or if they're deep analysis themselves, then they die almost straight away. Yep, there's a Gurmag coming. Yep. Doesn't matter. I'll block one of these, even though it also doesn't matter. Okay, attack for 3. Oh, well, I might as well just get rid of this now. Attack with the vampire. Celica back to the Jukabog. And then they can't... I can't see them getting out of this. If they're running an Edict, Edict will get me pretty badly. But that's what the Deadly Dispute's for. I could just sacrifice it. And then try and get some more value. Or I could like double Ephemerate it, then Deadly Dispute it. That'd be pretty cool. Terra is weird. It just feels like lottery. It's just like, oh yeah, let's mill, and it's just like you mill all your like win conditions. Get out of here. Also, Gurmag's not like Terra is much better because you just have to pay so much mana to try to kill a Terra. While Gurmag's, it's just like bang. Alright, now we just try and kill him. I'm gonna Ephemerate. Whoop. What do we got? Let's go, that's fine. And there's the 4th Archaeologist. And while that's on the stack, we'll just flicker it again. And then just pass all priority. Sweet. Alright, we'd be bringing in a little bit more removal and some graveyard hate. We'll be taking out Dawnbringer Cleric. It's fine at picking off random things in the graveyard, but they're just fairly medium in this matchup. I'd rather have just creatures that draw me cards rather than something that's it's attempting to cut them off. Deep analysis. And what do I want to cut? I'll cut a Goliath Paladin. I'm just sort of scared of Snuff Out is my main concern. It's still a fine thing to help try to win once the game's under control, but sometimes it can just it's like you're winning and then it's just like double Snuff Out, kill your entire board, steal the initiative, and then you're just way behind. Let's see what I draw. I'm thinking maybe just playing the untapped land and cracking the clue. I wonder if they kept a 1-land brainstorm hand and they haven't got any lands. That'd be awkward. Wouldn't be the first time it's happened. Thoughts gate stuff now? No, okay. Because of that, I am instead going to play this so then I can play that on turn 3. There's the excuse, well, there's also the argument that play the Basilica, so then you've got more turns of untapped lands. But I can play the Basilica on turn 3, 4. It's 1 Terror. Just one? And a Gurmag. Okay. I might just kill the Gurmag. So that'll keep the pressure off for a bit. And they might have Spell Pierce. So now I've got 4 turns. If not less, they might have a Unexpected Fangs. Yep, Fangs are coming. That's annoying, but fine. Ephemerate's good. But I'd rather cast this first. Jukabog. Do I do that now? I guess so. Alright, and then I'm going to take another hit from the Terror. There goes 2 Terrors. Is that all 3? Oh, okay. Oh, disappointing. Alright, well I'll take a hit. That's fine. Put your Thought Scare in your hand. I just hope they don't have another Gurmag. Or a Terror, I guess. Take that one. There is a Gurmag. Okay, this isn't good. I really need a removal spell. That's not a removal spell. Let's draw a card. That's a removal spell. Do I use it now? I don't think any of this matters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to play on top. Okay, so I think I'm going to take 1 hit. Well, I'm going to kill the Gurmag. I'm going to Basilica, bring back a land. And then I'm going to take a hit. And then I'm going to try to cast a Goliath Paladin with Ephemerate up. And we'll see how bad that goes for me. Well, that's not good. Especially if they've got a counterspell in hand. Which I feel like the amount of digging they've done, they should do. Not Demon Analysis. Okay. That is fine. Vampire Sovereign. Is that better? Or worse than Goliath Paladin? Can't get snuffed out. It's a good point. Yeah, I might do that. Put 2 counters on it. It doesn't get enough to make it big. It does also make me live if they find like an edict or something. So we'll go Vampire Sovereign. And then I'll block an Ephemerate. Oh, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Planet land 6, planet land 7. Alright, hoping for no counterspell. And that's the 4th Terror. We've got to deal with this 1. Oh, not another... Okay. Oh, they found it. Okay. I probably have enough spells to cast it. Yep, okay. Well, that pretty much puts the nail in the coffin, I think. Yep. Alright. Turn 3 Terror, too strong. Run it back. Try again. Like how I cut a Goliath Paladin, yeah, I saw 3. One removal spell. This is another slow hand, but it seems fine on the play. No mulligan, which is good. Just hope for a like Gurmag hand rather than a Terror hand. I expect a tap land. Yep, okay. And then I'm just going to play a Basilica. Pass. We'll see if this resolves. If it doesn't, that's fine. It's even better. And then they're going to brainstorm and mill themselves. Yep. And then hopefully that means they can't Terror. They probably can. They'll probably just like mill, or mill Terror. Whoop. Okay, that's good. I think I'm still going to Bajuka Bog. Sure, there's only 2 things in the graveyard, but I still think that's better than... Lets me try to play the Vampire Sovereign on curve. It means they have to do some little bit of effort at least to try to get a Terror into play. Take 2. Play a Terrabin Inspector. Play the Bajuka Bog. If they do nothing else, at least I can crack the clue. Mental note. No, okay. They're not drawing any of their mill cards, which is very interesting. Alright, well, even if they've got removal spells, then fine. Play land, attack in. Play another Overseer. So then I can keep up Deadly Dispute. If they got a suffocating fumes, then so be it. I'll still be able to draw 2 cards, probably. Man, they've got nothing. I wonder what they've got. Oh, a Spell Piercers. A pile of Terrors and Gurmags with no fuel. Very strange. Too scared to counterspell. I could have just slammed a Vampire Sovereign, but I don't know what they're up to. I feel like they're dead in 2 turns anyway, so I feel like I'm fine with just keeping as is. Snuff out. Hard cast. We'll save it. Get a 7. May as well play another Overseer. Then I can really get blown out by fumes. Try to thin for lands. And then I assume that should... Unless they have a fumes, I can't see them coming back from this. Yep, that was a very strange match. I want to know what they had in hand. Oh, removal. Well, I didn't really do much at all. I just played Overseers, and they did nothing. So I don't know if this is a good, good sign or not. Oh, another one down. All right, round 4 versus Flow True. This is not a good hand. No mulligan. No lands. Try again. Slow and clunky, but we'll keep. And put back a plains. Do I keep the Pegasus Guardian? Or the Goliath Paladin? I feel I should keep this just so I have something to do early if they're an aggressive deck. Guess I get rid of the Goliath Paladin. Affinity. Alright, this isn't good. We'll see if we can win game 2 and 3. Can usually never win. This is part of the reason why I've kept in Unmake. Just because Kenku Artificer is so hard to deal with. The Goliath Paladin exists anyway. I don't think I need to play the Dawnbringer Cleric. It's there to stop the munitions if they exist. So I'd rather just keep it until then, even though I can try and flicker it if need be. But I've got no removals. I have a feeling the Goliath Paladin's not going to be great on the turn I play it. Yep. Turn 2 Wellspring into turn 2 Sack. That's the ideal Affinity start. Frogmite? No, okay. Angel. Just pass. I feel they might have a Enforcer next turn, so I can at least cast it down and then exile it with the Cleric. It's going to be the goal. Six. Oh, okay. Doggy. We'll play doggy. Alright, now I'm 1 land short of Goliath paladining. At least, and the dog usually likes to tempt them out to play the munitions. So at least if that comes, then I can get rid of it. But they're just happy with drawing cards at this point. One enforcer. Alright, we'll kill it. And then I'll exile it with the cleric. Unless I get an untapped land? No, okay. Do I want to play that instead? I think I do. I'd rather try to hit a land. No, okay. And there's the munitions. So the 2 Wellsprings will die to kill my 2 creatures. Which is extremely annoying. But that's what happens. Untapped land would have been great there. Could have sacked it to the Deadly Dispute. And now they just wipe my board clean and draw 2 cards. Alright, untapped land, because I feel like they've got a thingy. No, okay. Well, we got to try to play it, right? Rebuke. Yay, okay. That's 1 munitions down. Usually I only run 2, so... Do I keep it to dispute? Or do I play Thraben Inspector? Oh, I'll dispute it. It's done its job. I could... Oh, let's say I could flicker it, but... Maybe I will. Actually, let's flicker it. And get rid of that Mirror Enforcer. While they're tapped out. Just gotta try to make it hard for him to win as possible. Yep. Yep. Welcome to Affinity. Well, they've drawn half their deck. And I can't even find my 5th land. I mean, is there even any point trying to continue, to be perfectly honest? Draw some more cards. They haven't cast a single Galvanic Blast either. I'm just going to get blasted out of the stratosphere. I can feel it already. We'll sack the Thraben Inspector. It's not doing anything. So many cards. It's ridiculous. Yay. That's what we want to see. I don't know what to do. I am so boned. I haven't hit a blood fountain yet, which is something. If I just play this, it's going to die. If I try and flicker this, it's going to die. If I do anything, I'm going to die. Let's play Vampire Sovereign, it'll die. Play Goliath Paladin. Then I can die quicker. Yeah, let's do that. I'm up for dying quicker. So then I can get a land, and then at least I've got cast down to shoot one of the Mirror Enforcers. Okay, and then we can pass. We'll see if I get blasted to smithereens. Yep. Oh, we're just gonna ping it. Am I fine with this? I gotta ping it twice more. From here. Yeah, okay, well, I can't really do anything, can I? Well, let's kill a Mirror Enforcer. Didn't even sack it to ping me. And I'll just take the damage. Or take the damage anyway. You get a basic if they've got one. Yeah, the Affinity matchup's not fantastic. My hand was pretty clunky. The makeshift munitions is hard. This is why I'm up to 3 Dawnbringer Cleric, but it still doesn't really help. That's why we've got 4 Dust to Dust in the sideboard. I can usually win game 2. One doesn't help me either. Guess I can try and make him kill that. Yeah, well, let's draw a card. They've got Rebuke, they've got Rebuke. And I'm going to try to unmake it when it gets the counters on it. I'm going to draw a shitload of cards. Yep. Okay, that wasn't that many. And then we'll just try and get rid of it now. Ping me for 1. The Blood Fountain's going to make me really sad. Yeah, it makes me sad. Do I just concede? Do I try to make them use time? I'll just concede. I don't think they're gonna... I don't think they're gonna lose by time at this point. Alright, so we're bringing in the Dust to Dust. We'll take out one cast down. I like keeping the unmakes because of what I said before. And this sort of acts like a cast down anyway, or an unmake. Take out one cleric. So if I've got Dust to Dust, then it makes munitions a bit worse. We'll take out one of the flickers. Take out one Goliath Paladin. And take out a... I don't know. Cleric's also very iffy. Like, it's only there for munitions. Munitions doesn't seem that great when there's 4 Dust to Dust in your deck. I'll take out one. Yeah, so we took out these and put in 4 Dust to Dust. I like Vampire Sovereign because we need to gain some life. And I like Goliath Paladin because it lets us win quickly after we've ruined all their lands. Alright, one lander can't keep. One lander can't keep. Oh, come on. What is going on? This is terrible. I don't know what to do now. I tried to make my deck better by adding more lands, but apparently that doesn't help. It helps a little. If we had a Dust to Dust in the next couple of turns, I'm in with a decent chance, I think. But currently, I'm way, way behind. Oh, okay. Maybe we have a chance. Crack the star. Yep. Oh, okay. That should get him a land. No? Okay. Dust to Dust? Dang. Okay. Well, I'll attack first, and then I'm just going to flicker so I can draw a card. Ooh, okay. Well, that helps dictate what I play. And hopefully they don't dump 3 Mirror Enforcers this turn. None. I've got to play it. No rebuke one time? Yeah, okay. We have a chance. It's not a good chance. So do I try and be aggressive, go down the left path, or do I try and actually get some cards? Do I scry? This is the question. I don't think they're running Edict, so I think I'm... Oh, but there's still the double blast will kill the Paladin if they've got it. Munitions is also annoying. Yep. Frog. What is this? Ah, yuck. It's not good. Well, now I've got it lost well. Another Paladin. I might keep that... for now. And I think I'm going to cast this down and exile their graveyard. Because they shouldn't have too many edicts. Just gotta hope Dimir enforces. Alright, no mirror enforces. It's a good sign. Alright, we gotta go through the middle, because we gotta get to draw a card. Ooh, dust to dust. Do I do that now? Yeah. Get rid of the red. Cool. And that means I should be able to draw a card and get a free creature. Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can do that with Rebuke up, which they might not even be playing Rebuke. I haven't seen one yet. Archives, draw a card. Another dust to dust. I think I still want to play this. And get my free creature. Which I'm hoping is a Vampire Sovereign, but I'll take whatever. Oh well, Aspiring Overseer it is. And I'll keep the dust to dust. And I'll just play an Overseer. You can die to the makeshift munitions. Woohoo. I can exile 4 artifacts next turn. That doesn't lock up the game, I don't know what does. They drew no Mirror Enforcers. This is how you beat Affinity on a Mulder 4. They draw no Mirror Enforcers in their top 30 cards. I mean, sometimes you gotta be lucky, right? How many things are you gonna sack? 6? 3? 4? 5? 6. Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, look at that. Conveniently 4 artifacts left over. That's what you want to see. Oh, well, they'll have 1. Get rid of them 2. Get rid of them 2. Draw a card. Attack for 7. There we go. Whew. Kept my streak of... I seem to always beat Affinity Game 2. And when I mulliganed to 4, I didn't think that'd happen, but sometimes luck just finds a way. Whew. Was that munitions annoying enough that I need to bring in the 3rd Dawnbringer Cleric? I think it's fine. 2 should be enough. They've got 2, I can have 2. Sure, they draw harder. But I draw okay. This is fine. It's not fantastic, but it'll do. It's better than going to 4. Land? Yeah, okay. Keep another 1 lander. Okay. Lucky. Deadly Dispute. Okay, I think I'm just going to cast the Overseer next turn. Keep the Cleric for munitions. Which if an Overseer doesn't bring it out, nothing will. I expect a Deadly Dispute on the Chromatic Star. Nothing. Keeping up Rebuke or Negate or whatever. Alright, so I need to start drawing some more lands. I assume that'll live. because they can just kill it later. So they'll be disputing the Chromatic Star end of turn. Yep. Easy. No munitions. No triple Mirror Enforcer. Four. Gomag? Sure. Was unexpected. Do I exile it? I'll just cast it down. Feeling my Overseer's not too long for this world. Might just dispute it into turn anyway. Bargain. They're drawing a lot of cards. It's very concerning. Man. They're really struggling. I think I want to dispute. I want to be able to drop this Goliath Paladin. If they Kenku me, then geez, good on them. The fact that they've almost drawn half the deck again and haven't drawn a Mirror Enforcer is quite astounding. You gotta have some good luck sometimes, I guess. Alright, time to try to make the clock go. If they try and kill it, if they edict, that's a bit of a problem. But otherwise, I can, like, if they try to double blast it, I can flicker it. Kenku? Yeah, okay. I've got the unmake, so it's not too bad. They're gonna hit me? Yep, okay. That's fine. I might Ephemerate anyway. Then play land, yep, okay. Alright, I think I want Ephemerate, so then I can go bang bang. So Forge won't do anything because I'm going to flicker it again anyway. So I think I'm just going to go Lost Well. I can take an Overseer. And then we dig again. We'll make you attack. We'll flicker the Paladin. Go to the archives. And then we get rid of this. And I'll play Inspiring Overseer. And if they can kill both of them, good job. But then I've got a Goliath Paladin anyway to get me back on the initiative train. Double blast. That's fine. And then you're going to blast that one as well. Yep. That's cool. I assume you're going to Lost Well? Okay. Forge is fine. You're down to one card. Jeez. 2, 3, 4, 5. Paladin. Alright, let's see what we get. Maybe I should have made him play out a bit more of game 1. The time is running a bit low. Vampire Sovereign? In Overseer. And then just play a Thraben. And I'm gonna exile their graveyard so they can't get back that Clark Clan Shaman. And we'll see if they can come back from this. Well, they can if they keep digging for answers. I don't know what'll save him. Yeah, I suppose the Blood Fountain's pretty bad with no graveyard. How many card draw spells have they got left? Bargain, bargain, bargain. I think they only run 3 Daily Dispute, so they've got 2 disputes left, and possibly 1 bargain. Get myself a basic land. Aww. Oh well. It had its fun. Let's get rid of this and this. Then we can attack in for 3. And I'll play a Thraben Inspector number 2. Sit there with the nice little 3/3 Kenku. That I don't think they're going to be able to do much about. Munitions is fine. I've been holding on to the clerics for so long. I'm going to kill some Thraben inspectors. Yep, that's fine. I'll probably sack one when they kill it. Yep. That's fine. But I want to kill it. And they've got 1 minute left. Which I doubt they're going to be able to do too much. Yeah. Oh, right. Games 2 or 3. Dust to dust. Every time. Well, you just got to hope that they have all their mirror enforcers in the bottom 30 cards. A little bit unlucky for them, but... I mean, I'm mulliganed to 4, so... I'll take whatever luck I can get. Oh, and round 4? Oh, round 5. We're playing against the exact same opponent, so... Mustn't be anyone else playing, so we're going to be up against Affinity again. This is fine. We'll see how lucky we get this time. Yeah, I'm happy enough to... I can go Thraben Inspector, Companion. Could have gone like this, the Companion Overseer, but I think this is fine. It's more prone to Clan Shaman, but if they play that early, then... I mean, I only saw 1 in all the games we played last time, so... They probably only got 1 main. Kept a 1 lander. Oh no, this is just turn 1. Well, they kept a 1 lander last time. Conan's back. Sweet. Alright, gonna hit a land. Hey, they hit a land. Companion. And get in there for 2. Yeah, hitting all the lands now. 1 Enforcer. Okay, just 1 Enforcer. I think I want to just play this. I could like attack in with everything, Ephemerate the one that they block. But I'd rather just start attacking in the air. I can chump with the companions. They're just going to die to munitions whenever they draw it. No land? Yeah, okay. Oh, another Enforcer. Wasn't expecting that. Well, in that case... Let's get rid of it. And then attack with everything. Flicker the Overseer. Try to get a land. Didn't get there. Okay. Kenku. Alright, well, I've only got one unmaker left now. Oh, they're attacking in. Sure. 17. Lands. Hey, there's the unmake. Alright, let's get rid of it. And land, and I'll keep an Ephemerate back to block the Enforcer. They blast me, they blast me. Sweet. Gain full life, draw a card. Can't argue with that. They gotta have a deadly dispute or something. Otherwise they would have... Because they were going to do something. So it must be Reckoner's Bargain, I would guess. So... Do I play... I want to attack with this. They've got Reckoner's Bargain. I think I still want to get rid of this Mirror Enforcer. Reckoner's Bargain's going to suck, but I need to get rid of it now so I can Bajuka Bog. With this, hopefully no munitions. Bog away the Enforcer. That's 2 Enforcers gone. Sometimes when you click the clock, you can change it. That's happened to me a couple of times today. Alright, just no munitions. Frogmite's fine. Alright, now we're gonna play Vampire Sovereign. Or return Bajuka Bog? I think it's gonna be too hard to leverage. Oh, we're gonna win this one without the initiative? They've got to sack their Kenku soon. So how many Galv Blasts have they used? None. Okay. Sure. Hey, they got more than one Mirror Enforcer in the top 30 cards this time. Yep. Frogmite's fine. Attack with Frogmite, I'm blocking with the Vampire Sovereign. Because it's just going to die to Gelf Blast anyway, so it's not like 2 damage is going to matter. Alright. Now we've got an Air Force. Attack for 7. Go to 4. Attempt to... I think I might try to Pegasus Guardian first. And then Ephemerate. Yeah, alright. We won game 1. And then we'll just make the same changes we did last time. So 4 dust to dust, take out one of these, one of these, one of these, and one of these. Alright, we'll see. See if we can win game 2. Oh, can't keep that. Tempting. Very tempting. This is fine. I'll put back the cleric. Ow. Yeah. Just hope that there's no munitions. Just playing the game. Don't really have many decision points yet. Ooh. That's a good decision point, though. Well, I have yet to see any counterspell from them at any point in the game. And they have no mana. So, is there an envelop? If they've got an envelop, they're still in this game. If they don't, they're gone. Well, turn 3 dust to dust. It's a good time had by all. I mean, they're not completely gone, but it's going to be hard to come back. Do I do it again? I think I'd rather set up next turn. And I'll just pass. I might try to ephemerate the companion on their turn. Pretty good to come back from a dust to dust. Wait, no removal. Okay. No creatures. No untapped land to be able to cast the paladin. I think I'm fine waiting one more turn to try to dust to dust. Oh, I forgot to play my land. Whoops. Too keen on hitting buttons. Up to 9 cards in hand. Land. I'll take it. And I'll try and get rid of it. If they sack it, then that means they're just tapped out and I can dust to dust their 2 lands. Oh, that's fine. Why the Thraben Inspector? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let's Paladin. Dust to dust is tempting, but being on this kind of board, like to actually steal it back, they have to Kenku. And if they do, then I just dust to dust it away because they won't be able to hold up anything to stop it. Wellspring. Nothing. Forge. Let's put it on the Paladin. Because it's going to be hard for them to kill. And we attack in. Go to 5. If only I had a way of flickering this. I'll crack the clue. See if we can find a flicker. No, they just had enough. Okay. Alright. 4-1. Only losing to Burn in round 1. So that's a pretty good result. I'll go and... I guess we'll go and have a bit of a talk about it afterwards. Recap, so to speak. Okay, so how did we do? Alright, so we lost to Red in round 1 due to not putting Fumes in the main board. So Fumes is sort of weird because it's a one-of, and you got to hope that they don't get the like multiple Kuldotha start. But I mean, that's what happens. And then you can side in everything, and then we still just ran out of gas, which was annoying. They've got so many draw 2s in that deck, and they just kept hitting the right ones at the right time. So I think we drew a little lands. Can't remember, but yeah. So that was our only loss, and then we beat Elves, which they struggled in game 1 with no card draw. And Suffocating Fumes is there. Like, if Elves becomes a problem, you just put in Arms of Hadar, and then they have issues. So I think that matchup's not too bad. And then we beat Terra. Terra is actually good with the Unmake. So that's the other problem. It's like you put in Suffocating Fumes, it's only good against like Sacred Cat decks and Kuldotha of the main of the main meta that you see currently, because it's completely useless against Terra. So that's why I've been liking Unmake, just because it's better against Affinity and Terra, and it still has its uses against Mono Red, mainly to get rid of just Swift Spears and the Dwarf. Paying 3 mana to get rid of Dwarf and taking 2 is a bit painful, but being able to get rid of indestructible lands and Guardians of the Guild Pact makes for a decent option. And then, yeah, beat the same Affinity pilot twice, which they got unlucky in game 4, in match 4. They just drew no Mirren Forces. Can't believe one of them mulled a 4. And yeah, like Dust to Dust, you just gotta, if you hit a turn 3 Dust to Dust, it's hard for them to come back, because at least you've got like card draw to help power you through that early start that you've, like, the tempo push that you've made by getting rid of 2 of their lands. Like the Gates deck didn't really capitalize on that push enough. You have to sit there for like 5 more turns to try and make a decent threat with the Gates. But this deck, you can just like slam a Goliath Paladin 2 turns later, and then that wins you the game in 2 turns almost. So yeah. So what about the new cards? So don't bring a Cleric's fine as the 3rd slot. I can still see it going back down to 2. But like Makeshift Munitions is quite a pain when you've got like so many 1 toughness creatures. Like, all the removal's good. Like Vampire Sovereign, I like it too much, Sometimes I feel I need a fourth copy because I'm waiting for it too often, but I still don't think I need a fourth copy. Like it seems to arrive when I need it to, and well, sometimes I need it more than once against red, but there's enough 5-drops here that I don't think running that many 5-drops is worth it. So Deadly Dispute's good. It just helps churn through the deck. The only reason this is better than Core Skyfisher is because it's instant speed. So being able to like try to Ephemerate and then they kill it in response, well then you can just sack it and draw 2 cards and then you haven't really lost out. So you've traded 1 for 1 and then drawn 2 cards. It's quite a good deal. It also helps, there's a couple of times where it helps ramp into a Goliath Paladin or like Goliath Paladin plus, like it gives you that 1 extra mana to hold up Ephemerate. Some people don't even notice you have treasures, so you can fake not having a flicker spell because you're all tapped out, but actually got that 1 treasure over there and they think it's a clue. 22 lands seemed like a good number. It still had mulligan issues, but way less than the first league run of this. Sideboard, I think I'm happy with. Maybe want another Fumes or Arms of Hadar if I see another Elves. It's mainly for Cycle Storm, but I mean, it was alright against, well, I never saw it against Terra, but I assume it'd be fine. You got Bajuka Bogs, so just having extras good. Maybe another Ration Cleric for a No-Hell Spellbomb. Otherwise, deck's solid. Requires a bit of luck, but doesn't every deck. So yeah, hopefully this one was, hopefully this was better than the last one, and I hope you enjoyed.